Okay, so welcome everybody to our empathy circle focusing on anxiety. And as always, we'll have a few rounds of focusing after our guided exercise, and then we'll have some time for breakout room practice for you to have some one-on-one sharing. And so David McKay is here today. He's a pupa focusing trainee. And he's going to guide us through our lead in exercise, and he'll be the first listener. And so without much further ado, I'm going to pass it to David to take it away.
Okay. Hi, everybody. It's great to see you all here. And yeah, I wanted to use my own nervousness about doing this today for the first time as a kind of example of how intricate anxiety is, because we sometimes go in with the idea that we're going to learn to face our fears or overcome our fears. But of course, in focusing, we know that nothing in the body is an enemy and everything that's coming is coming for a reason. So when I spent some time with my nervousness earlier today, I found, first of all, that there were a couple of things that would help me feel more prepared. So I did those things and then felt a little more prepared. And I found also that it wanted to psych me up a little, that it wanted to get me energetic and ready for doing this. So sometimes we find that anxiety can really help us when we spend time with it. Um, and we never know what we're going to find. Um, so it's usually something in the body responding to some kind of threatening situation, something that's a little bit outside of our comfort zone, or a situation. It could be a situation that feels wrong in some ways, or it could be a situation that feels right, but very exciting, very new. And whatever it is, we can try to meet that feeling with gentleness and appreciation. Um, so I'm going to start with a little uh, centering that sort of segues into an exercise on anxiety. And as always, the words I use are just suggestions. Please feel free to put aside whatever doesn't fit and follow your body's own wisdom. And before we start, you might look around the room you're in, sense if there's anything that needs to happen for you and your body to feel ready for the exercise. Maybe you'd like to stretch a little bit or sit differently in your seat or something else, or maybe there's a door you'd like to close or a window on your computer, or maybe you'd like to silence your phone, or maybe you'd like to write down a thought. And when you're ready, you might close your eyes or lower your gaze so that you can bring your attention inside the body. And you might sense the weight of your body in your seat, the pull of gravity, and just let that gently bring your awareness right down through the body to the soles of the feet. And notice whatever you're sensing there in this moment. There may be a sense of groundedness or rootedness or connection with the earth, or it could be something completely different. And now you might expand your awareness to take in any other place in your body where you can feel grounded or supported. Perhaps where you're supported by your seat, or perhaps you can sense the strength and the solidity of your bones, or something else. And later, when you're working with anxiety, whenever it feels helpful, you can return your attention to the soles of your feet, or to your own solidity, or to the support from your seat, and just touch in with your sense of your own groundedness. And when you're ready, you might now shift your awareness to the sounds or the silence in the space around you. and notice those sounds or silence arising and passing away in your awareness. And maybe see how far that field of awareness extends, or whether it would like to grow. And if you wish, you can invite a quality of expansiveness or spaciousness. And notice the feeling of your whole body in that larger field of awareness. And see if perhaps there can be a sense of being held gently in your own awareness. Or else just notice what kind of attention you can offer your whole body right now. Maybe there's a quality of friendliness or compassion, maybe curiosity. And when you work with anxiety, whenever it feels helpful, you can return to this sense of the whole body, gently held in your own friendly awareness. And if it feels right, you could now place a gentle hand on your belly, your chest, or your cheek, wherever you might wish to offer yourself that contact. And now you might invite your whole sense of today's topic, anxiety, to be present in the body. It could be everything around anxiety for you, or it could be one particular experience. Some other words for anxiety are uneasiness, dread, worry, distress, terror, nerves, jitters, or maybe even simply stress or tension. Invite your body to let you know what word is most meaningful for you today and how that quality would like to be present. And once there's something around anxiety in the body, you might also notice how you're relating to it. Can you be with that beginning of a felt sense and also stay in touch with your own groundedness? And can you hold it in spacious, friendly awareness? Just see how that is for you now. And now you might check where in your body you most feel this sense around anxiety and what sensations are connected with it. Maybe it has a shape or a size, or maybe it has a texture or a color. What other aspects of this forming felt sense want your attention? Maybe a memory, or maybe thoughts about the future. Whatever comes up, see whether it's possible to bring the same grounded, spacious awareness to it. And instead of being absorbed inside a thought or memory, see if you can hold it gently in that larger space of awareness in a friendly way. And perhaps there's one word or phrase or image or even a sound or a gesture that captures the sense of all this, that makes the right handle for this whole sense. And now you might return to your sense of groundedness and see if from that groundedness you can let this felt sense know that you're here to spend time with it today. You might even say something to yourself like, I'm here, I've got you. And if you choose, you could remain connected to that felt sense and at the same time open your eyes and look around for a moment, noticing both the feelings around anxiety and the present moment, the room you're in now, your whole body, and this empathy circle in which all of us are present for each other. And whether with your eyes open or shut, you might thank your body for what it showed you. And maybe let it know that you can spend more time with this felt sense very soon.
Thank you, David.
Thanks, Annette.
Yeah. So you might want to write down the word or phrase or image you got, and we'll come back to it later in the breakout rooms. And for now, we need a first volunteer to do our first empathy circle. So this will be a 10-minute focusing. David's going to listen to the first person. And then after the focusing, we'll invite the empathic reflections. When I heard you say, like, if you heard something specific that moved you, you should what came in your body, or in being with the whole session, what came in your body, or what word or phrase or image you got, if it's a handle. So I'll remind you of that when we get to that spot. Would someone like to volunteer to be the first focus? Stacy, great. Okay, so I'm going to pin Stacy and pin David. David, do you want me to keep time for you, or do you want to do it?
That would be great if you keep time. Thanks.
Okay. And Stacy, is a 2-minute signal at the end okay for you, or do you prefer 3 and 1? Two's good.
Who's good?
Okay, great. Go ahead.
Hi, Stacy.
Hi, David.
You have any questions or requests for me about how you want to be listened to, for example, before we start?
No, nothing specific. It's been a while since I came to a focusing event, so I'm a little rusty.
Okay, well, you can always let me know as we're going along if there's anything else you need.
Thank
Yeah.
you.
Are you still in touch with the feelings in the body around anxiety with the felt sense that came? Yeah.
Yes.
Would you like some guidance back inside, or would you just like to get back in touch with that yourself?
No, I can get there quite easily. Yep. I
Okay.
feel it.
Okay. So let me invite you to go back inside.
Mhm. Okay.
Okay. Yeah. So maybe just freshly sense what is, if there is a handle that came for you for this felt sense, whether that handle still fits for you now.
Yes.
Yeah.
Should I share the handle?
If you'd like, yeah, if that feels okay.
Yeah, the closest I can come is pierce, piercing.
Yeah. And where is that in the body right now?
It's in my chest and it sort of goes diagonally down into my body.
Pierce in the chest, going diagonally down into your body. Yeah.
Yes.
Yeah. And can you sense what kind of attention it would like from you right now? For example,
Um,
maybe a hand on your chest or something else.
I think it needs warmth. It feels cold.
It feels cold.
Yeah.
It's warmth from you. Yeah. Yeah.
And dark. It gets darker as it goes down.
It gets darker as it goes down into. And is there an emotional quality around this too?
Yes, the emotion is dread.
Dread. Yeah. Are there any thoughts or memories that are coming strongly with this that want attention?
Yes. Um, should I share that?
However much you feels right to share.
Okay. It's more like a string of um, recent events. My mother is having a lot of trouble, and I'm her emergency contact. And so I get phone calls quite frequently about falls and things like that. And I think the dread is a fear of the future, fear of what I'm going to be asked to do or provide that maybe I don't have the capacity for or the resources for.
Mm. Yeah. So the dread is about the future with
Yes.
your mother and wondering whether you have the capacity or the resources, whether you will in the future. Yeah.
Yeah, and that darkness feels connected to not being able to see further down the road. Um, and just the sharpness of that. What might I have to lose to be um, to show up for whatever I'm asked to show up for?
Mm. So that darkness and uncertainty of what's down the road is there
Yes.
in this felt sense, and what you might have to lose in order to show up.
Right.
Mm.
Yeah.
Can the felt sense that you're with it now, that you're giving it attention?
Yes.
Yeah.
Yeah, I have almost a different feeling now, more of a glimmer of um, holding a child's hand.
Mm. Yeah. It's feeling now more like a glimmer of holding a child's hand.
Yes.
Yeah.
Feels like the the tunnel shape in my chest is widening a bit, but in a more relaxed way.
There's this feeling of relaxed widening in the chest.
Yeah.
Yeah. And are you sensing more about this child reaching out for your hand?
Mhm. Just the sense of that clasping feeling, the trust. Feels like trust. Yeah.
Hmm. So that clasping the hand feels like trust. Yeah. Take the time to really take that in.
There's a lot more of a loosening feeling now, relaxing.
Yeah. More loosening and relaxing now.
Yeah. Feel like I can breathe a little easier.
Mm. You're breathing more easily. Is there more that this would like you to know about trust or about the whole situation?
I just keep thinking that I trust myself.
Mm. You trust yourself.
Yes.
That's coming. Yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah. Yeah.
Mhm.
Mm.
There's a few
Maybe.
minutes left. I don't know if you need it, but you can use it if you need it.
Yeah. Maybe you could take the time to thank your body and see what else needs to happen to round this off.
Mm. I'm just thankful for the opportunity to give what was happening that attention so that that trust could come forward.
Mm.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Thank you, David.
Thank you, Stacy.
Mhm.
Beautiful. So I'll take the spotlights off. And that'll bring us all back. And I'm going to put in the chat, these are the instructions, right? So if you can all, we can all pause now and just see what's happening in our body. Having listened to Stacy, with David listening. And maybe something came as you were listening, or maybe now as we sit with the whole session, maybe something comes now. Inviting you to notice where it comes in your body. And it might be a physical sensation or an emotional quality, or maybe it comes as a word or a phrase or an image. So inviting you to use the language that I've put in the chat here, something like when I heard you say, I got this, or in being with the whole thing, I feel that. So I will now invite you, I'm going to give you back unmuting privileges. So you can just go ahead and unmute yourself if you'd like to share, or of course, if you want to share in the chat, we'll read them for you.
I can share. I was Stacy, and David, thank you both for sharing. I asked my body just what it wanted me to know in terms of the whole experience. And what I received was this kind of heart forward motion. So almost like this, and then you kind of like slowly back up and curl inward. And then just repeat it, like open the chest, go forward, and then slowly come back. That's what came for me, and it kind of, I think, resonated with the trust and anxiety being on the other end and being okay to move from one to the other. So thank you both.
Thanks, Vanessa.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah. I like, that's like a pendulation in a way. I like that.
Mm-hmm. Mm-hmm.
The reflection.
I think, hi,
John?
hi. I think David and Stacy, when I see the interaction between you guys, I, I just saw your face, both of your face, make my body feel very comfortable. And when David said, thank you for your body, and then I remind, okay, it's for a long time I didn't thank you to my body. So it made me feel my body okay, because I have my non-felt sense that I have deal with, and then today I have another new sense came to me, and then that is something new. But I was okay. Thank you for the sense that I had before, and then oh yeah, you are there. So I say hi, and kindly David mentioned kindly or nicely something. So I was able to say okay, hi, you are there, and then for my new person, I don't know not what it is that because it is not articulated yet, but I just feel like, okay, you are there. Let's see or meet later again. So I could feel from you guys the interaction. I was very grateful to my body, and then I was thanked to my body. So thank you for sharing.
Thanks.
That was a good reminder to me too. I've forgotten about that step of thanking the body. So I appreciated that as well very much.
Jane, did you want to share?
Yes, thank you. That was just so lovely. I'm a very newbie, so I'm just learning. But I just wanted to tell Stacey when she's talking about trusting herself, how that just gave me such a feeling of warmth on the inside that felt like it kind of like encompassed her as well, that she had it too.
I felt the
That's
warmth
any use.
too. Yeah.
Nice. Any other reflections for Stacy?
We have a message in the chat from
Oh,
Ankita
yes.
saying 2 minutes into focusing, I felt my third eye.
When you spoke about holding hands and the loosening, I felt permission to take one big breath and in and out. Sorry, very anxious today, so not able to come on camera. We're here with you. Yeah, so Stacy, would you like to say anything else with all of those reflections?
I also felt my breathing was fuller and deeper after the image of hand holding came up, and the warmth and the opening up definitely was correlated with my breathing being more relaxed and more of a sense of refreshment in breathing.
Yeah. Beautiful. Well, thank you.
Thank you everyone for the feedback.
All right, so we invite a second volunteer to focus. And I think David and I talked about it. We said, oh, I could listen today too. So would somebody like me to listen to them?
I want to do focusing, and
Yeah.
if anyone can help listening, or because I couldn't find the right handle.
Yeah, sure. Okay, so I spotlight you. Nice. Spotlight me. Okay. Okay. And put my timer on. Is 2 minute signal at the end okay?
Mhm.
Okay. Yeah. And do you have any listening preferences today, Alon?
No, but I want to find what is that.
Yeah.
If I can find it or not, but anyhow, so if you can give me a more detail to reading prompt, then that'll be good.
Yeah. Well, first I'll invite you to maybe close your eyes and just reconnect with your body. Yeah, taking a few nice deep breaths. We can all do that. Oh. And you said that you had something that you couldn't quite get the handle for. Do you feel it in your body now? Do you have it still, or do we need to find it again?
Yeah, but I need to find it again. It hide it.
Oh, it went and hid. Okay. Yeah, so we welcome it to come back. And maybe there were some words or some emotions or something that might help you bring it back.
Not about emotion, but the feeling. It is kind of stingy right under my belly button.
So it was under your belly button. And did you use the word stingy
It's kind of
or
poke.
sting, like a sting?
Yes, stingy. Poke. It's poking. Very
Kind of
small
poking.
poking. Yes. I
Yeah.
don't know what is that. I do not see any shape, but it's kind of just not pinchy, but it's poking.
Mhm.
Very small, like a baby fingers poking, but something uncomfortable.
Mhm. So it's pretty small. Yeah, I think you said like a baby poking.
Yes,
Yeah.
yes, because I have the pheasant on my back and my calf. That's still big, so that is really big, but I do not feel very cold or hot. Just I know there is a in my back, neck, and calf. But this
Mhm.
one right next to my belly button, right side, just like a 1 inch or something, very small compared with all other body cells.
Mm. Yeah, so you're noticing felt senses on your shoulder, feelings in your calves, and you know those
Mhm.
because I know you a little bit. So
Yeah, so I
bring
just
that way.
say, hi,
Yeah,
you are there. Okay, I know you are there.
you're used
It's
to them
okay.
there.
Yeah.
Yeah, and today, just about an inch under your belly button, you're noticing this little tiny poking. And it's
Mm-hmm.
uncomfortable. Yeah, and you were curious about the handle. You were curious about what this means.
Mm-hmm.
And maybe now you can see if you can tell what the poking feels like. You know, if there's a sense of what's poking or what does it want you to know about this poking feeling?
Not exactly. It looks like a very small nail, but it is not nail.
Hmm.
It's like a baby's nail, but not exactly. I don't know. It didn't come right now, but I still remember the feeling, the sense that I have, physical sense,
Hmm.
and I know there is, but it's hiding. But I feel there's something, but not like poking right now, but that is hiding on the the there's a still the slide door, not door membrane, but the feeling is the sense is behind that one,
Hmm.
but
Yeah.
not working like a really poking right now.
So you're sharing how it was before earlier today. And
Yes, when
there's like,
David did
yeah.
and this, it came out. So
And now there's like a membrane, something in the way
yes,
of being able to feel it. And you said it feels like it's hiding.
yes, because I know there is it. I know there is, and it's still there
Yeah.
because I got those scent, those wet scent several days ago, and then it just came to this morning again, and
Mm.
then right now it's hiding, but I know there is still there.
Yeah. So maybe you could ask that shield, that membrane, what it's not wanting for you and being here right now to, to stop being able to feel the poking. Just be with what's there for a moment.
Maybe the sense may not come out right now, but it said, I'm here, but I'm not attacking you. I'm not aggressive. I'm not attacking you, but I'm
Mhm.
here and I don't know what exactly it is, but still there.
The membrane is still there,
Mm-hmm.
but it's letting you know it's not attacking you. It's not aggressive. It's not.
So I don't know, but not very aggressive, but little uncomfortable.
Huh,
Huh.
a little uncomfortable. Yeah, I see you take a big breath there. Did something change?
Mm, not very much, but I feel just safe, even though I know that I would say that because I don't know yet what to say. But that is there, but not threatening me, but it will come back later. And that also know I'm talking to that. So maybe it will takes a little more time to get to know. But it's good enough right now to say, okay, hi, you are there. Okay, let's take time to get to know each other, and then it'll be okay to stay with you.
Yeah, so you're feeling that it knows you're here and it's okay to take time. It's okay to take step by step, but you'll come back to it. We have a few more minutes, so you might just ask it if there's anything else it wants you to know about how to come back to it, maybe?
Well,
Sounds like it's going to take time, so we're going to have
yes.
more later. So you might just ask it how it would like to be listened to
No, I
later.
mean is the when I think about the word anxiety, sometimes they came from something that I do not know exactly what is what. So the kind of uncertainty make me feel anxious.
Yeah.
Right now, this very new, little uncomfortable poking like a baby snail. I don't know what is that because I don't know exactly what is it. So that is just still uncertain, but I don't feel like very aggressive or threatening.
Mm,
So it's okay to stay with that, even though I do not know what is what.
yeah.
And then I'm grateful that my body can allow, takes time with this unclear, uncertain something.
So it's clear that it's still uncertain, but
Mhm,
it's close to like a little baby's finger pushing.
mhm.
Not quite that. And it almost sounds like you just check maybe that you're curious about it.
Curious, 90%, 10% worried about it.
Ah, okay. Yeah. So it's a mixture. There's a
It
90%
is
curious, but
because,
then there's the 10% worried there. That's still.
because uncomfortable, because it is not happy, joyful sense, but
Yeah.
little uncomfortable sense.
Mhm, mhm. Beautiful. So I'll invite you to thank your body. And I'm going to take the spotlights away as you do that. And I'll invite us all now to pause. You might close your eyes and just see what's happening for you now or in you now. Might be something in you for Ilan. Okay. Or maybe it came while listening. It could be an image, a phrase, a word, or something felt. And just like we did last time, you can go ahead and unmute yourself and share what you're noticing in you.
So, Ilan, what came up for me when you said, oh, it's a baby finger and it's letting you know that it's not here to harm you, but I think it's kind of what came up for me was it's asking for your attention or awareness about something. Like be aware, just be aware. Hey, just be aware. Something like that.
Hmm.
Thank you for saying that. Yes, I notified there is something. It might be time for me to pay more attention. What is what? And then I thank you, Annette, also because I didn't even know. I'm trying to do myself. Sometimes it's much easier. Somebody help me to get to know. So yeah, thank you.
Sure. Jane?
I just wanted to tell Elan that really something that she spoke about, the uncertainty and the not knowing and the things being one way and the other.
Mhm.
It made me feel really comfortable inside because you seem to be comfortable with that uncertainty, and that really helped me.
Hmm.
So thank you.
Thank you for saying that, Jane. Actually, it was not comfortable with me staying with the uncertainty. That's what I feel like right now. I'm grateful because usually staying with the uncertainty really bothers me. But when Jane, you said about it affect to you and then it affect back to me again. So I appreciate you shared with me.
Thank you. I appreciated you.
Any other reflections for Ilan? Yeah, Stacy.
Ilan, when I saw how you were looking to one side while your eyes were closed, I just felt a sense of patience and kindness and curiosity towards what you were looking for. And the phrase that came to me was, it's good not to rush a baby.
Ah,
Lovely.
thanks for saying that. I didn't even recognize, but the baby finger just the word baby finger just came to at this time when I do with Barnett. But before that, it was just like a nail. What is that? Anyhow, poke, not poke, but something very stinky, poking to me.
Sting.
Sting. Yes, yes,
Sting. Yeah.
yes. But when I do right now with Annette, I mean, it just came like a image baby finger, but not cut with the nail. So it is kind of a
A little sharp.
yes, a sharp, a little bit sharp, but baby nail. So yes, I don't know, but yes, it's good to aware, pay attention. As Priyanka said, too, it's good for me. I'm grateful to have become to pay attention about that at this moment, because it may be time to stay with what is what this.
Wonderful. Good. So we're going to pause the recording now to do our breakout rooms. So, yeah, so we're back from our breakout rooms, and we'll just see if anybody would like to share something about their experience as we close.
I was surprised that I was able to get so much more out of, going back in a second time,
Mm,
connecting to more complex emotions, and just becoming more aware of patterns of self-protection that have been inhibiting my friendliness towards myself and my body. So I appreciate Hanan guiding me to that point, because I at first thought, I'm not going to really get much more out of this, but I definitely did.
yeah. And that's kind of the thing with focusing, is there's always the next series of steps, or the next, if we have the time. Yeah, so I'm glad you had another nice session. It's great.
I'd just like to say thank you. It's just marvelous, and Priyanka was just amazing. So thank you, Priyanka. Thank you for the opportunity to be here with you. It was really wonderful.
Lovely.
Vanessa, can I offer a quick empathic reflection for your session?
Of course, yeah.
Yeah, I sort of like around the time just before back of the heart, there was a moment when it seemed like your body really sort of settled into the neutral place, and it felt, and calm was the word that came to mind for me, but it was just I sort of felt it in the body, and it was a wonderful feeling. I thought, wow, if this is neutral, this is great. So that was that.
Thank you.
Thanks.
Yeah, I was wondering if anyone saw that, because it felt like a big drop of my upper half. Thank you.
That's making me curious about what neutral feels like. We have this
Baseline.
it's like when people say, oh, nothing's happening, we say, well, notice how nothing's happening, right? Like,
What does neutrality feel like? Yeah.
Yeah, I can share that I'm grateful for the experience. I was in anxiety because I'm grieving if I should come or can come, not should, if I can come, because I felt like there's a lot of emotions and yeah, just the way you started it, David and Annette, and the space and working with Stacy, it just made me feel there is a place for raw emotions. There is a place for not knowing even how my body and emotions are. And it felt in the body like relaxing and feeling kind of human connection in a special way. So I'm grateful for the experience and all of you.
yeah. Good. Any other words? Priyanka, did you want to share anything? You don't have to, you can pass, but if you want to. Yeah. Okay. Good. So we'll officially say goodbye for the recording. See you next time, some other time. And thanks again, David, for leading.
Thanks, Annette.
Thank
Yeah.
you.
Yeah.
Yeah.